Hey guys, it's me Wildest, and I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to be doing a Fantasy Premier League uh, just for you guys, the YouTubers and my subscribers, or whoever else wants to, who sees this video and wants to get involved with it. I usually do a Fantasy Premier League team every year, but I don't often continue with it and keep developing it. And I thought if I brought it to you guys, then maybe that will motivate me to carry on doing it and have some competition. I have several other leagues with other people I know, but I thought this might be a good thing to do with you guys or anyone who is interested in this who I don't have in my circle of friends. So I'm just going to do this three-part videos of a preview to the Premier League season with points and tips, how to build your fantasy Premier League team, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to leave the link to fantasypremierleague.com in the description below, and also the code to join my league if you want to. So yeah, just check out my videos and obviously subscribe up here, right there. First off, we have Joe Hart, who finished the season with a massive 166 points as a goalkeeper, which is just amazing. He only got 4 bonus points, which is unfortunate, but with 17 clean sheets, he made himself the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, no doubt. Next, we have the highest point scorer in the Premier League as a defender, Patrice Evra, and it's mainly because of his 6 assists and his 19 clean sheets. Manchester United are renowned for their clean sheet keeping, especially at home. Only 7 bonus points, and he's rated at 7.6, so he's a bit on the expensive side just for 160 points, but nevertheless, a certainty for your team. Next we have Kompany, best player at Manchester City this season in my opinion, scored 3 good headers, couple of assists as a centre-back, 15 clean sheets, which is amazing, 12 bonus points, which comes together to make him a good price of 7, and for that amount of points, which could get higher this season, you can't not put him in your team. Next, we have a standout player whose first full season in the Premier League brought him 140 points, 8 bonus points, 2 goals, and 14 clean sheets. Kyle Walker is an amazing wingback, and I think many people are going to be buying him this season. We have the enemy of state, John Terry, £7 million, and it's mainly because he scored 6 goals. 6 goals last season, and you know, what more do you want from a centre back? They get the most points, I think it's 6 for a goal, and he also got 18 bonus points. So even though love him or hate him, for £7 million he will get you a good amount of points if he stays fit the whole season for Chelsea. Aso Okoto, I don't know much about him, but he's got a couple of goals. He contributed 5 assists and had a decent amount of clean sheets for Tottenham. He's quite cheap, 6.5 million, less than the others, and he will get you a decent score if he consistently plays. So I recommend you put him in your team. Next, we've got the best and highest point scorer for the Premier League in the American, Clint Dempsey. 17 goals scored. That's say no more. That's all you need. And then to top it off, 7 more assists along the way. 22 bonus points, which is 1 less than last season, but he excelled this season and is rated at 9.5 million. And if he continues his form, then there's no reason why you won't put him in your team for those precious points. Gareth Bale, one of the more brighter wingers in the league, contributed 195 points last season, contributed to 24 goals. That's amazing. 10 goals himself as a midfielder, and that is just points, points, and points. 21 bonus points again. Not as good as Dempsey, but if Gareth Bale is one of those players who gets better and better every season, then there are high hopes for him this season. David Silva, 184 points as the midfield maestro at Manchester City. 17 assists, that is phenomenal. If he just adds some goals to his tally, then he will surely become a point leader in the Barclays Premier League. 20 bonus points, which is just exactly what you want from a consistent performer, and there's nothing else more to say about him really. Theo Walcott came into his own this season. He scored more goals than he used to. He's still in players like Gareth Bale's shadow, who got many more goals and assists, but for £9 million, which is 0.5 less than Gareth Bale, uh, you're looking at a good point scorer during certain games. You've got to be wise when to choose him for certain games, because I think he will excel against the slower teams, which is a given, and there's no reason why you wouldn't want to put a increasingly better player, English player, in your team. And then finally, Rafael van der Vaart, who had a excellent start to his Barclays Premier League season last year, and then carried on with consistent goals and assists this season again. 27 bonus points, which is the highest as a midfielder for this season, making him a real bonus player. Can't really say it any other way. He's a real bonus player, and you want to have him in your team because he will put you over the edge from week to week ahead of your opponents. So Van der Vaart doing excellent there. Van Persie, top goal scorer of the Premier League, 30 goals scored. Oh my gosh. Finally, a goal scorer over 30 for Arsenal. But leaving Arsenal aside, he got 13 assists, which is amazing because he's a striker, so he should be banging them in. But he also set up quite a few as well. He did miss one penalty and had 8 yellow cards, so that's a few points that'll get knocked off. But if he carries on like he did last season, he accumulated 45 bonus points, which is just staggering. It's amazing, double what a midfielder got, and much more than the defenders. So at £13 million, he's a gamble, but if he reproduces his form, then you know you're gonna be so happy when he gets you them points. Wayne Rooney, his highest goal scoring tally of his career in the Premier League, 27. He also got 8 assists, making him as competitive as Robin van Persie. But he's £1 million less, but he missed 2 penalties last season. However, he is no longer the hothead he used to be and only had 1 yellow card in the whole season. With 37 bonus points, come on, think about it. He's a cheaper alternative to Van Persie, especially if Van Persie is not going to be able to reproduce his one-hit wonder season form. Next we have Sergio Aguero, who's rated at £11.5 million, so 0.5 less than Rooney, but 200 points in his debut season in the Premier League. You can't ask for any more. Roberto Mancini must have been so happy when he signed Sergio Aguero, because 23 goals, 9 assists, it's just amazing. And I'm noticing that he only conceded 18 goals whilst on the pitch, which is phenomenal. Only 2 yellow cards and 30 bonus points. All of this, remember, in his debut season. So, really, I've got him in my team. You should get him in yours. Now, as much as I hate Emmanuel Adebayor, he had a really good season for Tottenham. Contributed to 29 goals in the Premier League, which is just amazing. It's like a third of a team's goals. 30 bonus points is really good for the Togo striker. Missed the penalty like others have, and only 3 yellow cards. So he's rated at 9.5 million. Again, he's sort of like a poor man Van Persie, but he'll get you those points, especially those bonus points, week in, week out, to put you over the edge. Excellent player if you want the points. And then finally, Demba Ba, although he fell off towards the end of the last season because of Cisse, he's still an excellent player, and if he reproduces his early season form, he will be a force to be reckoned with. Only 7.5 million, and he got 40 points short of 200. 16 goals, 25 bonus points in more or less half a season, because the second half season he was pretty much absent. But if he starts well this season and continues on, he is definitely going to be one to watch. So there you have it, last season's delights, right there. You know, look.